Okay. It's your boy Brandon Chung, man, and I'm back at it again, man. I'm back at it yet again. This time, of course, I'm talking about the Panini World Cup Prizm 2014 for the soccer cards. This is Soccer Card Investing episode 5, I think. Wow, episode 5, incredible. And I reached 100 YouTube subscribers, right? That is so much incredible. Again, I don't really like to do numbers and all that nonsense, but like I said earlier, 100 is a great milestone to achieve, and all I want to do is just keep on giving value to you guys, whether it be a little bit entertaining, whether it be funny, or soccer information like I'm about to show you. For 2014 World Cup Prizm or any soccer set, really, there's different ways to invest. A lot of people just say buy Kylian Mbappe or just buy Lionel Messi and Ronaldo. And that's not the only way you can go with it, although those are, good ways for some people. So I already went over another way to invest in World Cup Prizm in my previous video, which is the complete base sets, because that gives you a well-diversified portfolio, right? Oh, and if you don't mind, you can leave that like, that subscribe, that notification bell, and that little share button right there too. That'd be so awesome. Yeah, this time I'm going to talk about lots again, right? But player-specific lots. If I only want one player, how can I buy a bunch of offer very huge advantages, right? And I'm about to show you three player lots I've bought that I think were pretty good deals at the time and are still very good deals. And then I'll show you a different ways how to do it, and I'm kind of gonna explain why I bought each player. Again, these are just all my reasons. Please do your own research. Anyway, enough of this mumbo jumbo gumbo, right? Let's just get straight into the action, man. So let's just get straight into it. The first one I want to show you is these player lots I got. First is my guy Thibaut Courtois, man. I believe there is 38 Thibaut Courtois. I really do like Thibaut Courtois' play, and here's why. He's a goalkeeper, so he's essentially like the centers of basketball, like players you don't really want. But Thibaut Courtois is a Real Madrid goalkeeper currently. He's one of the top goalkeepers in the world. And this is essentially like it's not really his rookie card, but he was pretty young in this 2014 World Cup. So I don't want to count up all of them, but yeah, there's 19 in here. Thibaut Courtois. See, I don't like that one. You see that right there? If I'll pull it out right there, that's a big problem, man. See that? So that's not that good. If you look at his age, it's 1992, so he's around 22 or 23 when the 2014 World Cup happened. That's a pretty young age for a rookie. That's a pretty young age just for people in general, especially talking World Cup. And I do recommend Belgium. They are one of the strong teams. Just either in 2014 or 2018. The Golden Generation's very good, man. What can I say? So yeah, I think these cost me around. Oh, I'm supposed to reveal the price later. My bad. He always has major competition. He makes incredible saves. He's gonna be, when he retires, one of the top goalkeepers of all time. He'll be maybe top 25 again, something like that, but still very excellent goalkeeper. What can I say, man? So yes, he is one of the young players I recommend. I bet you can find his card for $1. I'm betting that. His 2014 special card, I don't know if they're cheap or not. I'll have to take a look at that in a minute. I mean later, by the way. Marco Reus. I have around about 34 Marco Reuses here. The reason why I like Marco Reus is he's always been a pretty high rated, German attacker for a very long time. And Germany won the 2014 World Cup as well. How many times do I have to say that? Marco Reus has been playing for Borussia Dortmund for a long time now. He is a mainstay when you're talking about Borussia Dortmund, man. Yeah, on FIFA he's been around like a 87-ish rated overall. From like all the way from like 2014 to like now. Like he's always been the consistently good player. He's not really like a Neymar or a Hazard. He hasn't got to that tier ever. And now he's, I think, out of his prime. He might be like 31 now. But he's still a very high rated player. Still very good. So yeah, like 34 of these. I think I'm about to show you approximately like 17. I don't know. I think this card looks beautiful. And it's just ironic, man. You got that German logo. Man, they tore it to Brazil. Oh my goodness. That's a Germany's manager. He is probably the best international soccer coach, like alive, man. He's very, very good. He's the reason why Germany plays so well. They all play under his system, and that's how they play so fluidly. That's how they play so well. He's been their coach for, honestly, don't even know, a long time. Yeah, that's why I think they won the 2014 World Cup in as dominant fashion as they did. Yeah, Marco Reus, excellent player. He's a very solid all around. Right, he's got the skills, he's got the frame, he's got the shot. He's not really missing much from his game. And these cards specifically for Marco Reus can potentially be a good deal, especially if you're a German fan, or if you are actually German. That could be good for collector and investor standpoint. And these are lower risk, lower reward type of cards. I will not say they are super high growth cards. When I speak about high growth in soccer, I'm talking about like maybe Mbappe, Havertz, Alphonso Davies, Erling Haaland, all the young dudes whose prices aren't ridiculous. Okay, so maybe not Mbappe. This is more of like your bond investing, very safe investing, developed player. He's not really as known in the American soccer card world. He is, but not to the level of Hazard and Neymar and all of those guys. I've seen Bailey Joe cards. If you're watching this, or if you ever do, now I know you like Roy. He invests in Marco Reus. Sorry I covered his face, but okay, so that's one dude I know who invests in Marco Reus. Last one up. This is my favorite out of the 3 player lots I'm going to show you today. By far the favorite is Raphael Varane. I have about 39 Raphael Varanes. Well, I actually have more, but I'm just showing you these. And again, okay, real quickly, do your own research. Just because I show you players, just because I say, oh, I like this player, that player, don't just blindly invest. Especially if you haven't ever seen them play or don't know anything about the player, like, don't invest in that. Because especially right now during these hard times, it's kind of hard economically for a lot of people. Over 30 million people are unemployed, losing their jobs, so they just act out of desperation and then listen to people like whoever, like in the sports card world, and just buy whatever player. And that's really not a smart thing to do. Now, on the flip side, if you really like Raphael Varane and you're like, wow, that card, yeah, it's a cheap card, it's World Cup, it's kind of like his rookie card. Now, if you're thinking like that, that's okay. That's perfectly okay. But if you're thinking, oh, I don't know who this dude is, I'll pick him up because Brandon said so. But do your own research, fam. I'm going to show you one thing again. I think there's about 19 in here. I personally think the blue looks really good. I liking this one. I like this card a lot. 1993. So this dude was essentially like sort of a rookie. He's like a very young player. If we're being technical and saying, okay, first year sets are all rookies, then every single card I'm about to show you is a rookie card. But I'm not going to be technical like that. This is like kind of like a proper rookie card. A French midfielder, Real Madrid midfielder. France is a high team, so he's always playing against major competition. He always plays against Messi. He practices against Hazard and Vinicius Jr. He's got a pretty good frame. Where is it? 6'3" defender. He's pretty well. He has decent pace. He's got pretty good tackling techniques and everything. So he's a really good all-around defender, man. He can pass a little bit. So now, defender is kind of a more unconventional investment, but I don't know. I like it. See, that's why people who say only invest in people who score goals, that's absolutely false information. That's like saying for basketball, only invest in the dudes who score a lot of points. It's the same thing. I'm trying to draw apples and oranges here. This is one of the different ways you can invest in any sort of like soccer card set or any set in general. I love World Cup Prizm 2014 specifically, as I mentioned in previous videos. Just for many reasons. Like the first World Cup card product, the fact that it's World Cup, it's in Brazil, and it's Prizm as well, and it's a first of its kind. If you love Marco Reus only, then you can search up different player lots. I don't know if that's available now. I like all 3 of these countries. I like France, Germany, and Belgium. They always have good young prospects, upcoming young prospects. They're always in contending for World Cups and whatnot. It's always good to invest in those powerhouse nations like that. Anyway, alright, price time. I got 3 of these. Raphael Varane, Marco Reus, Thibaut Courtois. this is May 4th when I bought this card. So I apologize for, you know, taking so long to make this, but like $29, let's say $30 for everything. $30 for all of this. 30 bucks in my opinion is not that bad. $30, like so there were like $10 a piece, right? All of these included free shipping as well. So free shipping really helps when you're buying like 30 cards from one player and it comes free shipping. So that really makes each card, you know, cost less. So you can invest in various lots as well, like Eden Hazard, a 3-card lot, Eden Hazard lot of 16, Neymar, Messi. So if you really love one of these players specifically, like let's say you really like Hazard, then you can go in here and put in your bid or whatever. Make sure the seller rating is good. Yes, it is. Read the description. Everything looks good there. Everything looks good there. The picture is kind of fuzzy, but a lot of the cards look like they're in good condition. So let's say I want the Germany lot, I can just do that. See, and then there's like some Mesut Ozils, and so anyway, that's one way to do it, man. That is one way to do it. Alright, if you made it at this point, thank you so much, man. I know it's a kind of long-winded video, but hey, you know, I'm trying to pour out that good information for y'all. Just the specific stuff, right? Just a quick recap. I went over, you know, 3 players, which were Reus, Raphaël Varane, and Thibaut Courtois, and the different reasons why I bought them in huge lots, like I've done. Also, I showed you the price of all the cards, which was $30, $10 for each lot, which is, I think, pretty cheap. Then I showed you on eBay, like, kind of how to search it up. If you don't know, just go search a World Cup Prizm 2014, like Hazard lot, for example, or whatever set you want to do, right? And you'll find, if you like one player specifically, like let's say you like Eden Hazard, then you can get a bunch of his cards, you know, and pay one shipping price for all his cards to come. I think that's a very cool thing. Okay, again, this is all I got today for you. In future videos, I'll do more World Cup Prizm, and there's a couple other ways to invest in it. Man, it's just, I'm so happy. This YouTube thing's fun. This sports card thing is fun. I can't thank y'all enough, man. I can't thank y'all enough. I got World Cup, more soccer, more basketball cards coming out. So like I said, if you want to leave that like and all that, that's cool, bro. That's so cool. Leave me feedback if you have any, right? Anyway, it's been your boy Brandon Chung. Okay. Until next time.